There's a lot of uncertainty in life, but there is one thing that we can always count on: Pixar. Before we get to the review, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Sarah Scoop. Toy Story 4 is the fourth and final entry into the greatest film series of all time. The first in the franchise was also Pixar's first movie back in 1995. At the time, the film was revolutionary. Being the very first feature-length film to be completely computer animated made it a huge deal for Disney and for Hollywood at large. And the years since, the studio has continuously improved upon itself, but the fact remains that their very first release is still their best. It comes as no surprise then that its sequels have been nothing short of fantastic. The third one, which came out in 2010, was universally praised as a satisfying conclusion to the trilogy. It was the perfect ending. As a huge fan of the series, I was worried when Toy Story 4 was announced. I was worried that this was a sign of a lack of creativity from the studio, and I feared that there was no way that they could catch lightning in a bottle for a fourth time. Toy Story 4 picks up right where the third one left off. Bonnie, the young girl that Andy donated Woody and the rest of his toys to, is about to start kindergarten. While Buzz Lightyear, Jessie, and the others bring joy to Bonnie, Woody is having a hard time adjusting. His loss of power as a leader and his lack of playtime has caused a bit of an identity crisis within Woody. Joining the voice cast that we already know and love is Tony Hale. Hale plays Forky, who is having an identity crisis of his own. Forky comes to life after Bonnie gives him arms, legs, and a face during arts and crafts time. Newly sentient, Forky does not know how to cope with being alive. With this, Woody has found his new purpose: to show Forky his importance and body in his life. Something that really struck me while watching Toy Story 4 was the animation. The animation in this movie is incredible. These characters look like they are right out of the box. They have never looked so clean and polished. A lot of progress has been made in the 24 years since the first movie, where even the human characters look plastic. There are moments that take place in grass and in rain that look breathtakingly real. Going in, I knew it'd be good, but I was not expecting to be overly impressed by the animation. 5 minutes in and I was blown away. Less of a surprise was the emotional punch that Toy Story hit me with. Pixar is known for making its audiences laugh while tugging at their heartstrings. Continuing the tradition, my eyes began watering 5 minutes into the movie as Randy Newman's classic song "You've Got a Friend in Me" began playing. As the movie continued, I realized that some of the themes that are explored are just as relevant to my life as they are to the toys. Knowing the studio, this is no accident. Pixar's magic is found in the way that they make their audience feel seen no matter the context, whether it be through the eyes of toys, monsters, or fish. My misty eyes from the beginning of the movie would mature into full-blown tears streaming down my face by the time the credits rolled. The film completely justifies its existence and is a satisfying conclusion to the series. Time and time again, Pixar does what they do better than anyone else in Hollywood. In the years to come, I have no doubt they will continue to be the most imaginative studio in the industry, to infinity and beyond. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to visit sarahscoop.com.